French Revolution, 1789 to 1815. Liberté, égalité, fraternité. Vive la Révolution, by Mr. Schwarze. So here's France. In France, we had 3 estates. The first estate was the clergy, the second estate was the nobles, and the third estate was everybody else. In terms of population, it was mostly the third estate. And in terms of taxes, it was all the third estate. And that makes them unhappy. Also, we see that bread prices go way up because of some bad crops, and this leads to the economy in France being pretty terrible, and it's partly the king's fault. More on that later. Because of the Enlightenment, we see people have some new ideas about how life should be, like the social contract, where the government should help people and the people should help the government, and if not, then people can revolt. So that was the first stage, the incubation stage. Here's the start of the second stage. The Estates General is a meeting of the first, second, and third estates, and they're trying to figure out what should we do about voting, what should we do about taxes. The first and second estate had equal votes to the third estate, and they, along with King Louis, were against the third estate. The third estate wants a new government. They want more rights, and so they create this thing called the National Assembly. But they get locked out of the Estates General by the king. So the third estate goes across the street to a tennis court, and they take a tennis court oath where they decide that we are going to have more rights and we're not going to stop until we get them. They also create the Declaration of the Rights of Man and Citizen, which was like their constitution. Another event that happens in the second stage is the storming of the Bastille. They were looking for weapons at a prison, but the prison guards shot on the third estate. We also see that women go on a march because they want cheaper bread, and that was the second stage. Here's the third stage. The king gets replaced by a new government, which called themselves a convention, and he gets tried and executed by guillotine. They chop his head off. Sad king. But some people don't like the convention, so a guy named Robespierre creates the Committee of Public Safety, which is not very safe for anybody, because thousands and thousands and thousands of people are killed by guillotine. Heads will roll. We call this time period the Reign of Terror.